Well, let's take a look at the results here before we dive into the finish. And I want to give a call to Bill McAnally and McAnally-Hilgemann Racing here. A 1-2 finish with their drivers, Christian Eckes and Jake Garcia. So a great result for that team. I think really unfortunate that it got so overshadowed in the insanity of the finish and the insanity of the Championship 4 battle. But, Brandon, we look at Christian Eckes in his playoffs. How painful must it be now knowing that he was so close to coming into the Championship 4, had Bristol slip away from him? If he had made it to the Championship 4, we'd be talking about him as a champion right now.
Yeah, it's gut-wrenching. And, of course, I will also add the same principle I did to, I think, the last question or about the original Winston Cup points. I think possibly the circumstances wouldn't have ended up the way they did. You never know. If Christian Eckes was in the Final Four, the Championship 4, there's a chance that it wouldn't have ended up the way that it did, and we wouldn't have had the crazy finish we had. And possibly Heim and Hocevar would still be in the Championship 4. I'm thinking of the possibilities of what that would look like. But yeah, it certainly is painful to win the race but not have the championship, because that's just been a precedent for all these years prior. But I told you before we got on the air, I'm really glad we've got a couple of instances where the winner of Phoenix doesn't win the championship, and that's okay. Although I do think it's probably the most under-celebrated win of all time.
Yeah,
Ross Chastain's trophy, it's kind of like, yay.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about it, with Eckes and Chastain not really being able to, be at the forefront of the broadcast and celebrate their victories. Although I will note, Ross Chastain's winner's interview, the first time the winner's been actually interviewed in victory lane since I don't even know how long, 2017, 2018.
Wow.
In the Cup Series that they've been doing those front stretch interviews. Mm-hmm. So I did like that, at the very least. I wish they'd gotten to Chastain.
It was only because of necessity that they did it, though.
Yeah.
So
yeah, as with FS1 as well. I wish they'd been able to talk to Christian Eckes and Jake Garcia a little bit more. But a great result for that team. And I know that Bill McAnally's obviously been a staple of the West Series for many, many years, and only just recently, the last several seasons, got back into the Truck Series with this program, and I think really took a step forward with Christian Eckes this year. Had things just gone slightly differently, we could be talking about him as the Truck Series champion. And then that second truck as well, Jake Garcia, great run for him. And I think, there's really, aside from winning the championship, no better way to gain some momentum for 2024 than going out and having a result like this and emerging from the chaos and insanity to take a 1-2 finish for that team.